purchasing, they're going out purchasing land, so, and then they'll approach the solar panel people to say, hey, I just purchased some land, do you want to put some solar panels on my land? So
We're gonna call the meeting of the county commissioners for May 15th, 2023 back to order. There were a couple items that came up immediately after closing the meeting previously. A couple of those were the payroll approval. We didn't do that. So I want to move that we approve the payroll as it's been presented.
I'll second.
Any other discussion?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. We had the minutes from the previous May meeting. Were there any changes to the meeting minutes?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll move that we approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And also we have claims against the county and the voucher register is, anybody have any concerns or questions on those? I'll move that we approve those as well.
I'll second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. So that takes care of those items. Also, Highway Commissioner Berg has an update on an issue.
Yes, I had just received a call this morning from the DNR representative that stated there's a protective berm on the northwest corner of the pit that has slid in some more. And apparently there's only about a couple feet left. So the concern is a vehicle traveling along Portersville West, if it were to lose control, obviously it's going to cross a small ditch, but there's a potential without that berm being there that that vehicle could end up going down into the pit. So that would be a liability concern. I'm going to contact Mr. Costello about that to see if there's anything they can do. But this next thing that concerns me as well, if that happened, we're still getting encroachment of that hole towards the road, and that is a big concern of ours. So I think it's time to push. It's pretty hard to get something going here. I don't know. I know that there's regulations, I guess, and a plan that has to be approved. But it seems like if the high wall area and the protection of that road doesn't have so much regulation tied into it, why can't we just proceed with some of this stuff while the other stuff gets lined out? Because we use that road for the base of it. There's no really getting it back without filling that hole substantially. So I'm gonna contact Mr. Costello and see where we go on this. Not good news.
I've been disappointed with the whole outfit since they went bankrupt, the Stallion folks, but it seems like there has to be some way that we can have maintenance done. Not even fixing the whole comprehensively, but we can't lose more of our assets. So anything we can do to move forward with that, I favor.
Yeah, we have to say. I mean, so again, I think we could do.
Greg, is there any way if we did work to protect Portersville West, like I say we drove sheet piles to protect the view from washing out, can we sort of us, I guess, going back on the coal mine, whoever suing them, is there anything we could do? This could be to protect our asset due to this, is there?
I mean, I think the difficulty we have on that is, as an Indian, getting a judgment's not hard. Collecting on a judgment is difficult. Okay. And here you would have a defendant who is coming out of a bankruptcy.
Right.
Which, this would be a new dam. Whether it's a new damage or not a new damage, that was subject to the bankruptcy. Yes, I think you could pursue them. But what is the positive outcome that the county is going to get?
Just get reversed, right?
Short
I'm
of
with you.
getting another judgment that says you still owe us money.
Right, I'm with you.
And further, if there's X number of dollars to do the plan, we're gonna be taking it from the plan, so something else won't get done. Do you agree with that? That like when Mr. Costello was here, he said, oh, we have, how many million?
$6
$6 million.
$6, yeah.
So now we're gonna take 200,000 of that 6 million to do this, which means we have 200,000 less for somewhere else. I mean, they're not growing any more money, they're just,
Right.
money is going down.
They have a max, again, but, you know, from our perspective, that's our highest priority, I believe.
Right, that would be number one in my opinion.
Don't lose that road.
Yeah. I think we might have to keep that thought process in our back of our mind is, okay, we approach council and see if we can find additional funding to drive piles on there. We may have to take matters in our own hands. I think he needs to proceed like he's doing, but we might need to find a plan here in the back of our mind. Because I'm afraid if we, as slow as they're moving.
So you're thinking that action will be strong enough to save that?
If it's sheet piles in, yeah, that's how they're gonna save it. If it's continuing to wash, it's continuing to slough off, we're gonna have to drive sheet piles to hold it. We just are.
Can you explain to me what that means?
Sheet piles are long pieces of flat steel with their corrugated, and they drive them down the ground, then they have a cup, and they link down inside each other, and they link and they work themselves down. You drive the sheet pile down to bedrock, and then those sheet piles hold the ground from falling in.
Which was a recommendation that we made when we came up with that estimate
Our dollar
for our
damages.
damages. So that solution is in there.
So would that work if 100% of the material on the backside comes off, it still holds?
Do you have to find solid ground in order to get,
You have to drive the bedrock.
so you have to find that first?
You have to core drill it, but that's minor. Core drilling is not hard.
Can't just leave the mine wall and see where it's at.
No. Because it could go up or straight back down. You don't know where that.
How close are the homes to that particular spot? Are there actual homes pretty near that
There's one,
particular?
but it's not sloughing off there. It's sloughing off towards the road. It bubbles out for his house, and that's holding. It's going towards
The church on the other side of the road, and that's a nice asset, but we need to stop before it even gets to the road, so that no home should be hurt if we save the road.
I'm just nervous that we keep talking to them, keep pushing them, and we're getting nowhere. You know, we're spending. I don't want to lose that asset, and then so all of a sudden Steve and I get a phone call in the middle of the night on a heavy rain, and hey, Porterville West is gone. So we probably need to have a plan of attack in the back of our mind. That, okay,
How close is it to the road right now?
we'll go up.
Who owns that tract?
I don't know. I don't have
I
that.
can't remember that. I mean, it's not the mine.
Right,
The mine
correct.
owns the
They don't
further
release.
south.
Yes, correct.
I'm not sure if Jack or Eck owns that.
That was one of those.
The east side of that.
Right.
So this is along 750?
No, that's a long course.
Along Portersville West at 750.
At the
At the intersection, where it used to be an intersection.
No. Where the hole is.
Yes.
I haven't drove out there in quite some time either. I need to go out there and find out exactly where that spot is.
I'm gonna try to run out there after the meeting to take a look and see how bad it is, and then get a hold of Costello and see if, I think it's incumbent on them to try to do something with that, but Brent's right, we need to come up with a backup plan.
Yeah, I think we have got to keep calling Costello. We've got pressure on him. But so far, any pressure we've done is just fallen nowhere. And I don't want the residents up there to get hosed on this whole deal.
And I'm not encouraged by the process.
Yes.
By the progress that we've been having, I'm not that encouraged by that.
And I hope that we don't have to eat the cost, but that's where you guys probably need to weigh out your options. Okay, protecting this road worth getting our money back. You know, what do we want to do? How do we want to proceed?
Well, even more than just the road, the safety of that road, if it does keep getting closer and encroaching, then that's that much more of a chance somebody falls in the pit. I mean, that's number one.
We could throw guardrail across the front of it if it's bad. I want to see what it looks like. We could throw guardrail across it. So if anybody hits it, they'll catch them. That's minor. We can take care of that. That doesn't cost. We got a bunch of guardrail up there. We got plenty of posts. We can drive in the ground. We can get in the hole.
Lego blocks or something?
Nah, like guardrail work better. it will go in quicker, it's a lot cheaper.
Okay,
So Jackal owns on the corner of 750 and Portersville.
That's where it
And
is.
then next to that is Eck. So Eck, I think Eck is the section where it's fallen in, if I'm from memory. Because the Jackal owns just a small section, then Eck owns the majority. Donald, Kenneth, Karen, Warner, and Charlotte Brooklyn. Yep, please keep us up to date. Any other business? Anybody else? Close the meeting.